Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Samira. I'm super excited to be sharing with you guys this amazing sewing tutorial today. Elegant A-line dress with zip neckline and a ruffle at the bottom. You can hit the subscribe button to subscribe, turn on notification bell to get notified to see my next sewing tutorial uploads. Like, share with friends and family members. Please ask them to also watch this particular tutorial down to the end. You can comment about your thoughts and you can also request for a sewing tutorial you want to see on my channel. So guys, just sit back and enjoy today's tutorial to the end. Let's dive in. So these are the items I'll be using for my tutorial today. The pink fabric is for the ruffle and the lemon is the main fabric that we are using for the main dress. So I will be showing you guys how I'm going to fold my fabric in a line shape. Okay, so guys, just keep on watching, relax, and give this video a thumbs up. You can also share it with your friends. So just keep on watching down to the end. I've folded my fabric already, so I'll go ahead now. So that's what I'm showing you guys. I folded it into two, and I'm going to just go ahead and rule my upper part. Okay, and that's where I'm going to place my tape on the line that I just ruled now. So I will place my tape and measure 31 inches. So I'll keep on measuring 31 inches for the length of my dress. So I'll continue to measure that 31 inches. So I want you guys to see what I'm doing. So that was why I shifted the fabric. So I'm measuring 31 inches. So I'm going to keep on measuring it around. Okay, so just keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end. So that's the 31 inches that I'm measuring round. So you can see the way I'm placing my tape when taking the measurement of my length of my dress, which is 31 inches. So after that, I'll be marking my neckline. So I'll be measuring my neckline now by 3 inches. Okay, so that's for the neckline. The front neckline is by 3 inches. So I'll go ahead now to bring the depth of my neckline by 3 inches. Okay, so remember it's going to have deep neckline. Because of that, I'm going to be measuring 4 inches to make it deeper. So that's the 4 inches to make the neckline deeper, the front neckline. Please, I'm sorry that the chalk is not showing. I'm the one that did it that way because of the color of my fabric. Okay, so I don't want the chalk to appear too much on the fabric. Okay, at this point I'll be marking 2 inches for the depth of my back neckline. I'm doing that because I'll be using the front neckline to cut the back neck. So I'll be measuring my shoulder, and my shoulder divided by 2 is by 7 inches. Okay, so then I'll give a straight line for that. Alright, so that's for my shoulder. Okay, at this point I'll be going down by 40 inches for my bust. Then I'm going to add 1.5 inches for my sewing allowance. So after that, I'm going to give a curve for my armhole. I'll be marking my half length by 15 inches, but you can go more than that, especially if you're a taller person. You can go by 16 to 17 inches. So after that, on my half length there, I'm going to place my tape and mark 38 inches for my waist measurement. Then from my bust to my waist, I'll go ahead now to connect the lines together. Okay, so guys, Remember I added 1.5 inches for my sewing allowance when I was taking my waist measurement. So now I'm connecting the marks down to my hemline. Okay, so guys, you can give this video more watch time. You can also give it a thumbs up so that other people can see it and watch also. So what I'll do now, just go ahead now to cut it out. Don't forget we are cutting the front piece. So after cutting this front piece, that's what we are going to use to cut the back piece. So you can see that the style that we are cutting today is a unique style, elegant A-line shape dress that is going to have deep neckline in the front and it's going to also have ruffle at the bottom. So we are going to also show you guys how I'm going to cut the ruffle at the bottom. So I'm cutting my front neckline now. Don't forget we are going to use this front piece to cut the back piece. I'll just go down by 1 inch to take my slope my shoulder by 1 inch. Okay, so I'll just go ahead now to continue my cutting. So guys, this is the front piece that we are cutting now. So this is what we are going to use to cut the back piece. So don't forget the style that we are making is an elegant style that you can wear out to any occasion of your choice. And don't forget that we are making an A-line dress that's going to have ruffle at the bottom and the front neckline is going to have deep neckline in the front, guys. I've folded my fabric already, so I'll be using my front piece to cut my back piece. Okay, so I'll just go ahead now to cut it out. Alright, so guys, just keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end. You can just pause now to click the red button on my video to subscribe now. Now I'm cutting my front neckline out now. Let me spread it out so that you can see the fitness. You can see how unique it is. At this point, I'll be cutting the fabric that I'll be using to pipe the neck or the interface. So I'll be folding it in bias cutting. So I'll be using 1 inch to fold it and I'll be using 22 inches for the length because I want it to go around the neck, and if there is any excess I'm going to just cut it out. Okay, so this is how to fold it when making your own. Alright, so just keep on watching. So this is what we are going to use to pipe the neckline. So I'm using just 1 inch. Okay, and the length is by 22 inches. So this is what we are going to use now. The next step is my ruffle to add to my A-line dress length. So at this point I'll be folding my fabric into two, then I'm going to double fold it again, as you can see me doing in the video. So I'm trying to arrange it well. So I'll go ahead now to mark 5 inches for my circumference. So that's the 5 inches I'm going to take now for my circumference or my width. So I'll keep on marking that. Okay, so on the sharp edge of my fabric I'm going to place my tape and mark 9 inches. So I'll keep on marking the 9 inches round. So I'm marking the 9 inches round. Alright, so after that I'll go back to my circumference and then I will continue to mark 5 inches now. I'm going to mark it round. I'll keep on marking it round. So this is the 5 inches for my circumference or my width. So I'll keep on marking it round. Okay, so after that I'll just go ahead now to cut it out. So that's what I'm showing you. So I'm going to cut it out now. So don't forget, this is what we are going to add to complete the length of our dress. So just keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end, and if you don't understand it you can watch it again. So after watching it you're going to get it so that you'll be able to cut and sew it when making your own. So let me spread it out so that you can see the shape. So this is how we are going to add it to the length of our dress to extend the length. So I'll just open it out. Okay, so guys, just keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end. So I'm going to also show you guys how I'm going to pin it on my A-line dress before heading over to my sewing machine to run my stitch on it, guys. So before piping my neckline or adding my interface, so I'll be measuring my neck round with my tape. So what I have is 19 inches. Okay, so I'll keep on measuring it round. So don't forget, I have 19 inches after measuring my neck. At this point, I'll be pinning my neckline with my bias. So I'll be pinning it round. Okay, so as you can see me doing in the video, so I'll keep on pinning it round. So after pinning it, before heading over to my sewing machine, so I'm trying to show you guys how I'm going to stitch it together to my neckline. So I have to pin it round first before taking it to my sewing machine to run my stitch on it. So after this section, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to align my ruffle to my dress. So guys, I'm through with my pinning and I've also stitched my neckline together. So after that, I'll be pinning my ruffle. So I'm going to start my pinning from the front edge. So I'll keep on pinning it round, and this is how I'm going to stitch it together. So after pinning it, I will be heading over to my sewing machine and I'll be stitching it by ½ inch, but I'll keep on pinning it round because it's going to appear in the front and it's also going to appear at the back. So this is how I'm going to run my stitch on it. Okay, so after stitching it, I also use my iron to iron it out to make it neat. Then I'm going to wear it out, guys. Here comes my elegant A-line deep neckline dress with ruffle bottom. Thank you for staying to the end. I hope it was helpful to you. You can integrate the skills that you learned from today's tutorial when making your own. Please hit the subscribe button to subscribe, turn on notification bell to get notified to see my next video upload. Share with friends, like and comment. And also let us know what you think about today's tutorial. You can request for a sewing tutorial style. You can drop it in the comment section below. Keep on sewing and keep on practicing. I will see you all in my next video. Thank you.